So, hello everybody and welcome. Hola a todos y bienvenidos.
First of all, my name is Maritza.
Yo soy Teacher Chris con Open English.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our class today. It is Friday, TGIF, and we are here with another class with Open English, free class with Open English. We're going to go live here on Instagram as well. And let me see, let's go first live on Instagram and then we will get started. So Instagram, hello. Nice to see you guys here. We are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Just as a heads up, just to let you guys know, this class will be 100% in English, 100% in English. This class is a little more advanced today, just to let you guys know. We are going to practice lots of English today and English for customer service. This is a very special class, English that you can use if you work in the customer service field. This class is for you. So let me know if you are here. Cande Paredes from Argentina is here. Nice to see you. Danny Avenir Sanchez. Hi there. Welcome. Benicio, glad to see you here again. Rafa from Mexico. Hello. Nina from Chile. Nice to see you. All right. Is everyone ready to learn a little customer service vocabulary? Okay. LCGR 86. I want to sign up for the course. So remember, if you need more information about our course, about Open English, the prices, our discount that we have, 75% off. Remember, you can send the word profe in the comments, So let me know here. If you have any questions, let me see. Juan from Indianapolis. Chandan Bhagat from India. Nice to see you. That is probably the furthest destination we have today. Lady from Venezuela. All right. Excellent, Benicio. It will be good for me because I work as a waiter. So Benicio, fingers crossed. I hope this is some good vocabulary. Maybe not all of it is from the food industry, but that's a good idea for another class as well. Isbraya from Honduras. Nice to see you. Jose from Ecuador. So let me know here in the comments. Tell me here in the comments, do you work in the customer service industry, or would you like to work in the customer service industry? Let me know here. Let me see. So send me a thumbs up if you would like to work in the customer service industry or if you currently work in the customer service industry. Evolve Terry 11, I want to learn English. If you want to learn English, send the word profe here in the comments to get started, to sign up, to learn more about our prices. Abdallah, yes, this class is a little more advanced today. It will be 100% in English. So 100% English, trying something new. Maria from Mexico, excellent. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, one important thing before we get started. I forgot to mention our leveling test, our free English test that we offer here with Open English. So if you want to test your level of English, if you're not sure what level of English you have, send the word test here in the comments. Test, T-E-S-T, to take your free English test with Open English. All right, Kenya, I would like to work in customer service. So before we start, the customer service industry actually is probably one of the easier industries you can start with when you're learning English. So customer service is really common, really important to have in English. So it's also a great job. Or a great way to find a remote work position. So customer service, now that we live in a digital computer world, customer service is a great way to find a work from home position or a remote position. So let me see. Nadia, can you give us some advice to improve at the moment to talk? Yes. So we will talk about vocabulary, expressions, and I will give you some tips at the end of the class that you can apply to the customer service field or also just in general to speak in English. Okay, let me see here. Let me share my screen. All right, so we're going to start off with some vocabulary, some matching. So remember, matching, send the words that correspond to the pictures. We have 6 new words in English. So let me know here in the comments. Send your answers. We're going to match the words to the pictures. Okay, so our first word, technician, technician. What picture shows a technician? Let me know here in the comments. Send your comments to participate. All right. What picture shows a technician? Okay, number 2, file, file, F-I-L-E, file. So super important to remember that we have to read things differently in English than we would in Spanish or Portuguese. The pronunciation changes. So file, number 2. Number 3, package, package. All right, number 4, call center, call center. All right, what picture shows a call center? Number 5, headset. Number 5, headset. Let me know here in the comments what shows a headset. Number 6, intercom, intercom. All right, lots of answers here. All right, and Red says A5. All right, got lots of 1A, 6D. Excellent. All right, Vinicius says 2B. Maria Laura says 3. Which word, the third word goes with which picture? Let me know here in the comments. All right, send your comments to participate. If you are connecting, we are talking about customer service vocabulary and expressions today. So remember that our class today is all in English, 100% English today. So Freddie, welcome, just in time for our class. All right, let me see. Jesus is number 4. So I think we can check out our answers now. We can check out our answers. Let me switch this here for you guys. So number 1, call center, call center. This is where people normally work to attend to customers, call center. All right, number 2, very good, Carlos. Number 2, intercom, intercom. So sometimes when you arrive to an office or to even an apartment building, they ask you to talk through the intercom, intercom. All right, intercom. All right, number 3, file, file. So we have computer files. We also have physical files. So file, super important. All right, Katarina, welcome to our class. All right, number 4, package, package. All right, so this would be something that we receive in our office, a package. And number 5, technician, technician. This is also really important when you're talking about customer service. How many of you here have had to call, for example, your internet company or the TV company, and they have to send a technician? So remember, in English, this spelling of C-I-A-N often has a pronunciation like sh, sh, technician, technician. And number 6, headset, headset. I don't have a headset here with me now, but headset are like the headphones we use to talk in customer service. Very common tool for customer service. All right. Hello, CR Robertico. Welcome just in time for our class. Margarita, excellent. Ricardo, nice job. Yes, 2 was intercom. So let me know here in the comments. Send me a thumbs up. Send me a thumbs up if you learned or if one of these words was new for you. Send me a thumbs up if you learned a new word here. All right. Or maybe this was just a review. Maybe we knew all of these words like call center, headset. All right. Tascanelli, Emmanuel, very nice to see you here. I can't hear you, but nice to see you here on Facebook. All right. Looks like we've got some thumbs up. New words. What new word? What was a new word for you here in this class? All right. Let me know here. All right. Diego, what was a new word for you here? Queen Carol, which was a new word for you? Here on Facebook and YouTube, any new words? Any new words here? Okay, I'm learning too much. All of these are new for me. Benicio, that's excellent. We love that. You're learning lots of new words. Patricia Peralta, nice to see you. Welcome. Freddie says intercom. It's new for me. All right. So you can even apply that to your personal life. If you live in an apartment building, sometimes they have intercoms. Okay, Lenita, I knew them before, but I love it. Lenita, we love your enthusiasm. Okay. All right, Claudia says, yes, new words. New word for me is file. Excellent, Juan. So file. Remember, this can be digital or it can, I don't have an example, but a file, I have my passport here. I don't know why. A file can also be physical, something you can touch. Okay, excellent. Nidia says headset was new for you. Very good. Toscana, headset is new for me. All right, super important. If you want to work in customer service or you currently work in customer service, you probably have a headset. All right, let's move on. Okay, so this part, remember, this class is a little more advanced today. This class is a little more advanced today. So in customer service, there are what we call acronyms. Acronyms in English. These are a little bit difficult. They can be a little bit difficult. Okay, so let me see here. All right. Oh, I just got a pop-up message here on my computer. So acronyms are letters, a series of letters that stand for something, that represent a larger phrase. So for example, an informal acronym would be like LOL. We have these 3 letters, LOL, but it actually means laugh out loud. Laugh out loud. That was a bad fake laugh. So in customer service or business in general, we also use acronyms. It's the same, I imagine, in Spanish and Portuguese. The same happens in English. So here are 5 key acronyms you should know in English. So AHT. AHT. This is an acronym for average handle time. In customer service, that means the amount of time it takes to solve a customer issue. Solve for a customer issue. Okay, Barbara, that's another great example of an acronym. Barbara, CONRASAP is another acronym we could also use in customer service. I need to resolve this issue ASAP. ASAP is like as soon as possible, as soon as possible. So that's a great example. Yes, LOL is laugh out loud. All right, Proyecto Sigmar, Happy Day of 3 Kings. All right, perfect. It's your lunchtime in Venezuela, so you're just listening. That's okay too. All right, so another acronym would be NPS. NPS. All right, Barbara, today we are doing a class all in English because we have some different countries here as well. And this will actually go on our LinkedIn page for all of our international friends. So not everyone speaks Spanish, but If I'm speaking too fast, let me know here in the comments. So NPS is another important customer service acronym. So Net Promoter Score, which is a measurement for customer service satisfaction. So this is to measure if people are happy. So customer service satisfaction in English would be if they're happy or not, or if they're satisfied. Okay. Let me see here. I've got some different comments coming in. Acronyms. Yes, Freddie. Are we good with acronyms? They can be tricky. I saw another acronym here. ETA, estimated time of arrival. Axel, very good. Excellent example. We have another acronym, SLA, Service Level Agreement. This is an agreement between the customer and service provider. FCR, First Call Resolution. So, can you solve a customer problem during the first phone call? And the last acronym. This acronym doesn't just apply to customer service. This is a very common phrase and acronym in English. That's WOM. WOM. This is for word of mouth. Word of mouth. The translation to other languages like Spanish, this might sound a little weird, but this means when you are sharing references from other people. References from other people. So the words from my mouth go to another person. That person talks to another person. So word of mouth is really important in customer service and in English in general. All right, Carlos Isabella, GPS. Yes, that is another acronym. Very good. Excellent job, guys. All right, CI Robertico, I'm watching it from the Dominican Republic. Excellent teacher. I want to learn more English. Remember, if you want to learn more English, 2023, it's a perfect time to start learning something new. And also, like I mentioned at the start of the class, customer service, working in customer service is a great way to, number one, work remote. Number two, earn in dollars. There are lots of customer service positions that pay in dollars. So it's a flexible kind of job, but it does require English. Benicio Rosal, ATM is an acronym too? Yes, Benicio. ATM, if I'm not mistaken, is automatic teller machine. I could be making that up. I could be inventing that, but I think it's automatic teller machine. So where you get your money, ATM. Okay. Very good, Lenita. Yes, WOW, week over week. YOY, year over year. Okay, Jesus Quintana, the acronym WOM can be pronounced as a word or just might spell letter by letter. I would spell this one letter by letter, WOM. So word of mouth. I think sometimes people do pronounce them as words. So we could say the WOM this month. It sounds a little strange, but some people do pronounce them as words. I pronounce them letter by letter. Okay, Toscanelli. It's so true. I love customer service. Yes, we love dollars. We love customer service. We love working from home. WFH, work from home. All right, very good, guys. So here I want to teach you guys some essential phrases. Oops, wrong slide here on Instagram. Got a little preview for what's next. So 4 essential phrases for customer service. Really important here. These kind of general phrases that you'll always use when working in customer service. So number one, I would be happy to help you with this issue. issue, ISSUE, issue. Okay, I'm going to share with you a tip. So in English, the types of words we use can either, as we say, make a conversation or break a conversation. The words we use are really important, whether it sounds more positive or it sounds negative. So I want you guys to listen to this first example. I would be happy to help you with this issue versus I would be happy to help you with this problem. So problem in English sounds really negative. So sometimes in customer service, we don't want to add on to the negativity. We don't want the person to think this is a problem, it's bad. It can be, but we want to be as neutral or positive as possible. So issue in English is a very neutral word to basically say problem, to basically say the same, but it doesn't sound so negative. So when you hear or when you start a conversation in customer service, a good phrase to say is, I would be happy to help you with this issue. This is to start a conversation. So take note. First phrase. If you are just connecting now, we are in our 100% English class here talking about customer service vocabulary and expressions. So exactly, Carlos Isbella, that's another great word. Situation. Situation is another neutral word. It's not positive, it's not negative. It explains what's happening. Okay. Number 2, I am going to look into this right away. I'm going to look into this right away. Okay, so I put to look into in bold, in a darker color. So look into is a phrasal verb that means I'm going to investigate. I'm going to investigate. I'm going to see what happened, what the issue is. So we can say, I'm going to look into this right away. Okay, Susie, lo malo que solo en inglés hablan. Susie, today is a 100% English class. Our other classes, we do a mix of English and Spanish, but today we are all English. Okay. Okay, Freddie, issue, it's equal to problem. Yes, issue in this context can be equal to problem. In customer service context, yes. It's something that needs to be resolved. Okay, let me see. Or yes, we can use situation. Someone asked here on Instagram, can we use situation? Alina, yes, we can also say situation. Great. Great comment there. Carly says, well, I like this class. I'm glad. Yay. Okay, let me see. I'm going to work in BPO company. Excellent. That sounds like a great job. Okay. Let me see. Any other questions here? So our third phrase, if you need someone to wait, on the phone, so you can send them to another contact, you can say, could you please hold while I redirect you or while I forward you to our ... So if you need someone to wait, it sounds more polite to say, could you please hold this? We say hold in customer service when we want someone to wait. Could you please hold while I redirect you? Or could you please hold while I forward you to our electronics department, for example? Okay. And number four. Thank you for your patience and for holding. Remember, this is a really common term in English in customer service is to hold means to wait on the phone, to hold. It doesn't sound quite right to say, could you please wait a second? That sounds really informal in English. So it's better to say, could you please hold one moment, or please hold while I transfer you, redirect you, forward you. Okay, Cairo Jaime, I was in charge of a call center, but everything was in Spanish. It's very interesting to know this vocabulary and essential phrases. Cairo, excellent. Hopefully you can be in charge of a call center in English with these couple phrases. Okay, let me see. Mateo Eso, if you don't understand, that's okay. That's okay. You can tune into our class on Monday. We have lots of other Spanish English resources on our Open English Instagram page. Okay, very good. So now I'm going to share some general tips for customer service. So to finish up our class, general tips for customer service or talking in English in general. Some of these tips are applicable to speak in English as well. Diego, just in time for our last 3 tips of the class, of our customer service English class. So number 1, the use of phrasal verbs will help you sound much more natural in English. So remember, in Open English, we have phrasal verb classes every Monday because there are hundreds of phrasal verbs, but they're really important so you can sound more natural. When you're speaking on the phone, when you're upset speaking on the phone, it sounds a little nicer to hear someone that's fluent or someone that kind of speaks the same language. So using phrasal verbs or using idioms. So phrasal verbs like look into. Remember, look into means to investigate. Figure out means to resolve something or investigate and resolve something. Check with is like when you need to communicate with someone. You need to check with someone. I need to check with my boss. Or that means the same thing as I need to communicate with my boss. But check with sounds a little more natural. So my suggestion is to study phrasal verbs. Okay, Diego, hello. All right, glad you were here with us for our class. Welcome. Kenya, it's your first time with our class. At what time is it regularly and what days? Kenya, and for everyone here on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, we have live free classes here every day, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Time. I am bad with time zones, but every day at 11. So you can activate your notifications on social media that will tell you when we are live. Okay. Let me see here. So number 2, my second tip for you here. Tone is really important. It's not what you say, but how you say it. This is super important. I think in any language, but in English, I say this because I'm a native speaker, so I'm really sensitive to this, but you can say the same thing in 2 ways, and they can sound very different. So for example, I want to help you versus I would like to help you. For me, I want sounds a little pushy. It sounds a little not aggressive, but it doesn't sound very sincere. If someone says, I would like to help you, that sounds a little more polite, a little softer. So tone is really important in English. Tone and context. It's interesting when I work in other environments and I hear people speaking in English, sometimes to me they sound really rude. I understand what they're saying, but they sound rude because of the way they're saying something in English. So it's really important to keep that in mind. Little differences, for example, between I want and I would like in English, really helpful. And number 3, you will never go wrong by saying thank you a lot in English. So Chris actually uploaded a video the other day about how overly polite both North Americans and British people can be in these sort of social settings. So I actually, from my personal experience, I think that people, when I had to interact in Spanish, people are very direct. It's yes, no. There's not a lot of conversation. It's kind of a yes or no, which I like. It's to the point. There's no extra fluff, as we say. But in English, we always are, oh, thank you. Thank you for looking into this. Thank you for your time. Thank you for contacting me. Thank you for holding. Or I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We tend to say I'm sorry a lot as well. So this is really important in English. They're really important in English to keep that in mind. That it's never, you can never say thank you enough. It's never a bad thing to say thank you or sorry. It's quite common to hear people repeatedly say thank you, I'm sorry. Okay, let me see. I'm just getting to learn phrasal verbs and I need someone to help me. Julissa, I can understand, but I can't speak with other people. Julissa, tune into our classes on Mondays here with Teacher Chris for some more phrasal verbs. It's a matter of practicing using them in different contexts. All right. So those were my best tips to work in customer service, tips for English. But I want to ask you my last question: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn. Tell me, what industry do you work in and would like a class about in English? So today we did customer service. If you work in another industry, and you want to learn more vocabulary or phrases in English, let me know. What industry? Okay, Sandy C says pharmaceutical industry. Sandy C, all right. That might be a challenge for me, but you got it. Okay, restaurant, Benicio, yes, noted, restaurant. Super important. I think a lot of people would benefit from learning different restaurant expressions. Carlos Bella says technology, very good. Over here on Instagram, C. Duarte 666, las clases son gratis. Are the classes free? Our classes here on social media, yes, they are free. And we also have a platform with live classes as well. Okay, Lilian says, I'm a lawyer, so maybe law, the law industry. Hotel, Toscanelli, I like that. The hotel industry, that could be an interesting class. Luis, the construction industry, telecommunications. Cariabe, please, about sales. Okay, excellent. Laoganza 7210, daily routines. I'm going to get my notebook out right now. Okay, daily routines. I like that. Daily routines. This is very informal for me to write down, but I don't want to forget here of all these great suggestions. Okay, any other industries? Real estate, banking, automotive, insurance, tourism. Caro, I did a tourism class, I think maybe last week or the week before, but I love your suggestions. Okay, ocean rescue. Kenya, I love that industry. Okay, agencias de viaje, so travel agencies. Okay, excellent. School. Okay, lots of great suggestions. So the idea is to continue with 100% English classes that are a little more advanced. Remember, we have classes from Monday to Friday that are free here in social media. And we will also have an additional 100% English class, more focused on industries. So Laura Danza 7210, thank you. Thank you to everyone who connected today. Remember, if you need more information about Open English, about our 75% discount that we have right now for Latin America, our discounts for Brazil, our discounts for Spain, for Turkey, if you need more information, you can visit our page, openenglish.com, or send the word profe in the comments, PROFE in the comments for more information about our course. All right, Cariabe, I appreciate you being here. Thank you to everyone who participated here in a boutique. I like that, boutique. I'm going to write that down and organize these classes for you guys. Okay, Benicio, this class is more exciting than I expected. Benicio, I do my best. So thank you, everyone. And remember, we will be back here on Monday to talk about phrasal verbs. So if you were here Wondering about phrasal verbs? Tune into our class 11 a.m. on Monday with teacher Chris. Okay, it was a very good English class today. Caro, Jaime, glad you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys next week for our other classes, for our new classes. And thank you for all of these suggestions. I hope you guys all have a wonderful weekend. I hope you guys enjoy hopefully a couple of days off before we start back next week with more free English. So thank you, everyone. Take care.